Let's just hope that it is an open game and we see the best of both sides. The one thing that may cause this game not to be as good as we think it should be is that Dino's
Italian side, as you said, Trevor, places up for grabs, but I think we're really pleasantly surprised with the strong lineup that Dino's offers named. He's got his full squad out.
Well, he has, and it is a 100-year celebration, a centenary for the Italian Football Association. So you'd expect the coach to put out the best possible team that he can. He's had full cooperation from the players and from the different teams to release the players for this game, and now they just have to do the game justice. I'm sure they will. They go out there with smiling faces, as we can see as the players going by. Maldini there. That
of South Africa plays his football in Italy with Cagliari. Aaron Winter, Dunga, Fernando Hierro of Spain, George Weah. There's that man Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, World Cup winner, 2 goals in the World Cup final July the 12th. Gabriel Batistuta there wearing number 11, Zé Maria of Brazil, Rui Costa of Portugal, and that's not to mention players on the bench such as Oliver Bierhoff, Hidetoshi Nakata of Perugia in Japan, one of the World Games rising stars, Marcelo Salas, João Pinto, the World Cup Golden Boot winner Davor Suker. I just wonder what this lot would be worth.
Absolutely incredible, isn't it? It just shows you the seriousness that these individual players have taken this game. They well respect the Italian FA. A lot of those players, of course, are playing in. The crowd isn't exactly what we might have expected, but there's still going to be 40,000 people here this evening. A lot of children as well, encouraging a lot of youngsters to come along and see such fine talent as we're going to see tonight.
Yes, the Italian FA have very generously allowed plenty of underprivileged and handicapped children from Rome and the surrounding area to enter the Olympic Stadium for free tonight to see some of the names that they could only have dreamed about watching play football in the flesh. Let's run through that World Stars 11 starting lineup in full then. Gianluca Pagliuca, David Nayapi, Aaron Winter, Dunga, Fernando Hierro, George Weah, Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, Gabriel Batistuta, Zé Maria and Rui Costa. Those are the players that start the game. As for Italy, well, Angelo Peruzzi in goal. At number 2, Christian Panucci. 4 is Dino Baggio. 5, Fabio Cannavaro. 6, the skipper, Paolo Maldini. 7, Diego Fuser. 8, Demetrio Albertini. 9, Juventus striker, Filippo Inzaghi. 10 is Francesco Totti, the informed striker from AS Roma. 11, his Roma colleague Eusebio Di Francesco. And 13, a player who plays his football in the Olympic Stadium here, but with Lazio, that's Alessandro Nesta. On the bench, some more familiar Italian names: Gianluigi Buffon, the reserve goalkeeper, Sotto, Negro, Torricelli, Bacchini, Cois, Tomasi, Chiesa and Del Vecchio. And we've got French officials for this celebratory night. The referee is Monsieur March, just 4 days later, and then they have to wait until June of '99 for a home fixture against Wales. The dignitaries trot their way down the line, shaking hands with that amazing lineup of talent that is the FIFA World Stars 11, and an Italian in there, Gianluca Pagliuca. He must feel a little out of place, and if anybody else feels out of place, it must be the number 3, Trevor, the South African fullback David Nyapi. No disrespect to him, but the Cagliari fullback hardly fits in with that sort of team.
Yeah, he'll just be enjoying the night, surely, and he may actually feel a little bit intimidated, you're right, with the company that he's keeping this evening. But as you look along the line, it's an absolutely wonderful lineup, and Mr. Sepp Blatter there, being introduced to the sides.
Having said that about Niathi, he played in the World Cup. There is one player in the starting lineup for the World Stars who wasn't present at France 98, and that was former World Player of the Year George Weah, so that's not a bad player to have without World Cup experience. Hidetoshi Nakata on the bench was with the World Cup with Japan. Ike Shirunmu, the Nigerian reserve goalkeeper, plays his football in Switzerland with FC Zurich. He's on the bench as well as Oliver Bierhoff, João Pinto, Marcelo Salas, Davor Suker, and the white-toothed Mexican Hernandez, who scored 4 goals during France 98. Italy then are going to be in their traditional blue shirts. Angelo Peruzzi gets stripped off and ready for action. The World 11 all in white. Finally, the pitch is clear of school children and dignitaries and ball boys and the marching band, and in a few moments' time we'll be able to get on with beginning the celebrations for 100 years of finally get the action underway. Italy attacking from left to right in the first half, and a bit of pace shown very early on by Maldini. Wayward ball from the South African. Break on perhaps now. Totti, well, setting his sights early. Francesco Totti, way back towards Nesta. Another native of Rome in football terms, the Lazio defender. Maldini now. Di Francesco. Once more it's the skipper Maldini. Di Francesco in the centre along with Inzaghi. And it's the blue shirts of Italy, comfortably cut out by Dunga. Again the Brazilian with the challenge. Now Zidane. Wayward ball from Ronaldo. I've almost won games like this you've played in, Trevor, but how difficult is it to gel instantly, having only come together yesterday as a group, and try and play as a team? I should think with all this talent on show, that will be the goalkeepers coming forward to wander down the field and score. You never know, we might be praying for that a little later on unless things liven up. Totti going for his second shot of the night. Francesco Totti, and the second one much closer and much more fiercely struck than the first. Good interplay there between Weah and Ronaldo. Now Ronaldo again. Getting lucky with a deflection, George Weah. Well, gradually we're seeing an increase in pace. Here's Panucci. Inzaghi, like them, isn't that sort of player. He will just rely on putting the goals in, whether it be from 6 yards or, well, I suppose his limit is about 10 yards. Knee problems, and only used sparingly by Inter Milan so far this season. That's a trend that may well continue.
Longer than it is already, so Inter are doing the right thing, just using him sparingly, and that's the best way to go, I'm sure, for the long-term future of Ronaldo.
Here's Albertini looking for Inzaghi. Goal number 1, and real quality about it too. Well, it may be just a friendly, but that goal meant quite a lot to Filippo Inzaghi.
That was a good ball in from the left-hand side. David Nayati's right under that one. Inzaghi just pulled off him. He could have taken 2 touches, but his first touch was brilliant. And that's a great finishing. Certainly has livened up the occasion.
You can see there Nayati playing Inzaghi on side, left in no man's land by the excellent cross of Dimitri Albertini. And Inzaghi did the rest, off the underside of the bar, no chance. And Italy have got a bit of a spring in their step now. Here's Di Francesco. Again it's Inzaghi hovering around the edge of the area. Totti comes wide to support. Again it's aimed towards the number 9. This time Pagliuca, his Italian national teammate Pagliuca for another.
Inzaghi got connection on it, but Pagliuca saved the blushes of his side there.
Still holding that wrist, Pagliuca, as Ronaldo shows his party tricks, looking for Zidane. Great challenge, really good defending from Nesta, and that's warmly applauded by the Lazio fans in the crowd. Ronaldo again looking for Batistuta.
The rest of the world defences literally non-existent.
All wanting to move forward. They're showing that here. Only Hierro has stayed back in his own half. Batistuta thought about the shot. Now it's Jose Maria. And cut out at the near post. A cross not too effective from Aaron Winter. Away by Maldini. Again Inzaghi just pulling away from Niarthi. Dino Baggio. Di Francesco crowded out, breaks towards Fuser again, the flag up this time against Inzaghi. When we say rest of the world, it really is picked from all across Europe, South America and Africa. And some defending to do here for the South African Niarthi that we just saw on the screen. 91 Serie A appearances, 44 goals. Now, still Inzaghi. And Hierro's clearance finds Zidane. Great ball from Zidane. Here's Ronaldo now. Really good goalkeeping from Peruzzi. Still Ronaldo. Then goes down and he gets the free kick. Maldini quick to help up the Brazilian superstar. Trying to clip it over the advancing keeper. Suspicion of offside as the ball was played.
I thought it was offside, but I think, it's a friendly game after all. There's nothing lost. Let him have it. Good save there from Peruzzi. Second challenge there coming in from Maldini and obviously Ronaldo.
To the World 11, it's going to be Batistuta, leaves it for Hierro. Batistuta lets it drop. A goal a game in Serie A this season, Gabriel Batistuta. 13 in 13 for table-topping Fiorentina. Weah now looks for Ronaldo.
Just trying to get himself involved in the game, and perfectly timed run there from Ronaldo. And just couldn't quite make it with his left foot there.
Dino Baggio. Now Totti looking for Inzaghi. That's a great pass. Inzaghi. Great save.
Just getting between two defenders and always running towards goal as well, which is where the main threat is.
Here's Ronaldo. End-to-end stuff at the moment. Zidane has found Batistuta. Must score. Oh, and he does so emphatically. Doesn't matter if it's a friendly game or a top-of-the-range international. Batistuta wrong-footed the defence. Almost looked to have mishit it at first. But he knew exactly where Batistuta was, and he needed no second invitation.
Oh, magnificent goal. Absolutely magnificent. Zidane, the ball was almost under his feet, but still made the pass. I thought Batistuta might drag the ball across to the goalkeeper's left, but no. If he was going to score at the near post, that was the only place he could put it. Suppose if Ronaldo was on top form, he would be the #1 player in the world.
Well, given away, and a chance for Batistuta to score number 2 of the evening. That was certainly not poached. A striker like Batistuta again, finding his bound. Winter away, bundles his way through a couple of challenges. 3-on-3 now. Ronaldo is the man in the middle. Still Ronaldo. Oh, it's a great piece of skill. Just behind Batistuta. Where's there? Magnificent stuff from Ronaldo. We're getting them with real style. How about this from the brilliant Brazilian?
Well, Cannavaro made one mistake. He let Ronaldo pick up the ball and run at him, and he left him for dead. George Weah's done well there to get in on the end of it. The damage had already been done there. Ronaldo allowed to run at Cannavaro. Cannavaro's one of the best defenders in the world, yet Ronaldo's made him look so ordinary. The ball's ricocheted to George Weah. Maldini couldn't deal with it. And that's all that George Weah needed. Just a fraction of a second. And that gives the rest of the world the lead.
Italy coming back strongly. It will break here towards Fuser. Now Maldini with the header. Not for long. Here's Fuser, keeping it in just. Albertini, great effort. Saved by Paliuca.
In fact, I think it was George Weah that took.
Here's Fuser, comfortably away from Weah. And now the break is on for Rui Costa. Zidane to the left, Ronaldo to the right. Here's Zinedine Zidane. Shoots early. Off the outside.
Well, this was a lightning break. Zidane no hesitation, decided to hit the ball first time. 6 inches, the honest.
Francesco to Totti once again. The back heel too elaborate. Behind Albertini. And then Weah looking for Ronaldo. Shadowed all the way by Nesta. Batistuta too far ahead of Weah.
In his midfield he has Albertini and Dino Baggio, and neither of those players are capable of going past players with the ball.
Here's Totti, who's capable of shooting, as we've seen, and playing a good ball into the box. And the finish was Aggie. Di Francesco went for the trick stuff.
That's a difficult one.
It's going to be Ronaldo.
Yes,
instrumental in the second one that George Weah scored, and replaced by Rui Costa now to Zidane. Suker to his left. Zidane instead finds Batistuta. Little touch for Rui Costa. Very high and wide. Ronaldo gets on with the post-match interview. Looks as if he's enjoyed. Inzaghi making a run across the face of Iero on the edge of the box. Totti is going to be held up though. Now the burst comes in from Di Francesco, who scores this time with a more orthodox finish. A toe poke past Pagli.
Got a little bit flat-footed there. Di Francesco makes his dart in from the left-hand side. Gets his foot to the ball and does enough. And that brings Italy back into the match.
2-2 at the Olympic Stadium. Pagliuca still made a very gallant effort to save the effort. Of all the players on the field this evening, he just about as much as anybody. And Iero and Dunga closed down, and away will come Italy once again with Totti. Fuser. Inzaghi the target. Fuser. Dino Baggio's made a great burst there. Even better ball to Inzaghi. Weah forward towards Rui Costa, and now George Weah again.
Balance is absolutely second to none.
Italy now with Fuser, shooting opportunity for the Parma man. Oh, that's a great finish from Diego Fuser.
Absolutely right there, Guy. He's taken this ball down on his chest, and I thought Aaron Vinda was just going to make it back, but obviously not fast enough. Pagliuca got a fingertip to it, I believe, but that was a super shot from Fuser. I've seen him do that on numerous occasions. He does strike a good volley.
Just get the feeling looking at the replay. Looking for Weah. We're going to have a sixth goal before the break. Batistuta.
No Baggio up against George Weah of all people. It was quite unusual to see him wearing the number 7 shirt and playing in midfield.
And for that young man, a night to treasure for the rest of his life. Francesco Totti. And the photo opportunity. Just looking at the World Stars 11 with a back on the field. Well, there are quite a few changes. I can see 2 immediately. Marcelo Salas is on the field of Chile and Lazio. The Mexican striker Hernandez is also out there. Salas is wearing number 17. Hernandez wears 15. And there we go. We get a different sort of kick-off to the start of the second half. That's nice, and that's really what this evening is all about.
Absolutely. The ground has been full of the underprivileged children, handicapped children. They've been here in the numbers, and that's down to the Italian FA who've made that all happen for these young children.
Well, brought down by Totti. Only Del Vecchio in the centre. He's the target, Del Vecchio. Caught late by Shirunmu. Roma strike partnership of Totti and Del Vecchio.
Yeah, Totti does this exceptionally well. He's had a great first touch there to kill the ball dead, and he puts that ball in so well to Del Vecchio.
And there's another one leaving the field. Francesco Totti's work is done for the evening. So on comes Chiesa. Maldini's left out. That's the end result. Fuser. Coe's got his head to it. Del Vecchio challenged by Hernandez. Still not away. Maldini back in. And what about that for a finish? the tightest for the ball back into the danger zone. He saw Chiesa making the run, and Chiesa did the rest.
Yeah, took up a good position. Maldini did well to put the ball back into the danger area, and Enrico Chiesa has just done enough. He just got on goal. Sharon perhaps could be criticised for not covering his near post, but to move around a bit, I dread to think what that defence is going to look like by the end of this 45 minutes.
Just too high for Del Vecchio. There was no flag, and Sharunmu didn't know too much about it. Scored once, been denied by an amazing reflex reaction from Ike Sharunmu, and then very nearly creating a goal for Tomasi, and then Sharunmu in action.
You know, whether it be Totti, whether it be Chiesa, whether it be somebody like Roberto Baggio, for instance.
Here's Fuser now bursting through and missing the target, and that's the miss of the World 11 defence, just ripped open by some slick passing, but the finish didn't live up to the build-up. Nayati gives it away to Panucci, and beats Nakata with ease. And then a touch from Chiesa to Del Vecchio. Chance for Del Vecchio.
Trying to impress somebody, George Weah, isn't he? That was a superb ball through there. Del Vecchio making ground, looked favourite, but George Weah determined to make.
Waiting for their next burst of action in March in the new year. Denmark against Italy on the 27th. Here they go again. Some of these players will want to be involved in that one. All of them will want to be, and that's a good save again from Sharunmu. And perhaps the best performer of all as a substitute is that man that made the save. Weah. Is he going to try something special, George Weah? Is he going to try and walk through the lot of them? Support from Bierhoff. Bierhoff goes for goal. Illustrating that we aren't all neutrals in the Olympic Stadium this evening. Flicked on towards Bierhoff, but the flag was raised. As he's ever played, but Bacchini adjusted well. On the overlap is Pasotto. Bacchini going straight towards goal. Helped out by Chiesa. Now Diego Fuser. Great chance building up here. Tomasi. And scrambled in somehow by Enrico Chiesa. Two rather bundled goals from Enrico Chiesa since the restart.
No, as simple as that, really. I think once the Italian side really put their minds to it, then the opportunities will come. Tomasi, not the best ball across George Weah, just getting his toe to it, putting it into the path of.
Back quickly though. Here's Chiesa. Del Vecchio ahead of him. On the right is Tomasi in acres of space. Great chance for Tomasi. Goalkeeper's missed it. Chiesa has got his hat-trick.
Well, there's a score. An easier hat-trick, I don't think. Two would definitely be considered as tap-ins as that is. His first goal, perhaps the goalkeeper should have had it, but he won't be complaining. Tomasi released on the right-hand side. Not a save that Sharunmu will be particularly pleased with. I was very impressed with, saw some good goals, some great play all around. Second half, the game died out somewhat, but still enjoyable. It was enjoyable.